Here we go.
I'm Brant. He's Chris. We put on a show you just can't miss. He says cowabunga. I say yo, Joe. Welcome to the Chris and Brant Show.
Got to get like a wiki in there somewhere. Brant, Chris, show.
Yeah, there you go. Like, we'll go old school. Hit it. Boom, boom, boom. Ba-da-da-da. Sorry.
You know, that actually does sound like a good theme. Yo.
What's up, everybody? Yeah, you say it.
We're just crazy. I got to say it. We're here. I know Jesse was here before. He said hello. That was at 9:51. So I'm sorry, Jesse. I'm sorry we were a little late. We had to do a couple of things before we came on live, but we're here now, and we're here to. It's actually funny, Brant. Your computer screen blends in with our background so well that.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah,
it's almost like it was planned or
themed. You know, themed. Just sit here and just keep doing this for about an hour. But yeah, Chris and Brant Show is back on Comic Frontline for all you beautiful people out there. I wonder. I've got to test this once. Nope, that does not work at all.
Oh, the background thing? Whoa.
Trying to zoom in.
I have to come all the way over here.
Yeah, no, that won't work. We got Bavarian in the comments. Hi, Bavarian. How are you? Welcome to the stream.
Hey, Bavarian.
And on today's show, we're doing something special. Today, season 2 of Titans has begun. Actually, I'm going to lift this up just a little bit because I noticed a little low. Season 2 of Titans dropped, and both Brant and I have watched it. I did a non-spoiler review on my channel. Brant didn't do anything on his channel. But we're both here now to talk about the episode.
Chris, do I ever do anything on my channel anymore?
That's not my fault.
I didn't say it was anybody's fault. I'm just saying it's been a minute.
It's been a minute. You got to make it. No, you did do a Monday Musings this past Monday.
I did. That was the first one in a while, though.
Yeah, Chris Jericho winning the title.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Then he lost the title. Then he found the title.
Then he had it stolen.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh God,
that's a different show, though. We're not talking about wrestling.
This is the Chris and Brant Show.
I know that, but that's not our topic. Is all I was saying.
Oh no, it's not our topic. Our topic is Titans Season 2, Episode number 1, Trigon. Originally, it was supposed to be the season finale for Season 1.
What's that you say?
I'm not kidding.
We'll talk about that.
We will. But the good news is we got a Season 2, so they're like, let's push it off to next year. Nobody will miss it.
Right. Yeah. Sure. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Very good. I was trying to play Gears 5, but my Xbox Live is down. Oh, I'm sorry about that. I hope all the Xbox Lives aren't down. I'm going to have to look that up later. Oh, thank you, God, you found that. I couldn't find it. I'm on the other folder right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I'm glad you found that. Thank you, Brant.
Mm-hmm.
The nice logo above my head and underneath his. Well, you can't see my hand.
Speed down there. Right there.
Yes.
Yeah, where? Down there.
Down there. So before we get into spoilers, I shared how I felt about the episode without spoilers. So if you'd like to see that, you can definitely go over on my channel where I spent 11 minutes. I didn't realize I spoke that long about something. I've got to cut my time down before I become like certain. Anyway, Brant, what did you think about Titans without any spoilers first?
Non-spoilers. Overall thoughts.
Oh, I got to get the spoilers. Good. Talk while I'm looking for the stuff.
This definitely would have worked better as the season finale for season 1. I will say that.
I agree with you.
Just because, and we'll get into all this, but just because of the fact that the main story was a closure, a finale of one story arc, and it was cliffhangers for a new arc, and you had closure and conclusion to different characters and their storylines, and parting of ways and fresh starts and all that stuff that you would normally see in a season finale or an ending of some sort. So that's like my main takeaway from it. as far as like the main story itself, the ending felt a little rushed to me of the episode and that particular arc.
I felt like to bounce off what you said, and you'll probably agree, I felt like the problem or the issue, and Serenity, I see your comments, we will definitely highlight the issue that was in the episode. I feel like it was like in a second. Yeah,
that is the ultimate resolution to the conflict with Trigon. You're saying, it's like okay. Sure.
That's it. I guess we're okay. Everybody go home.
Right.
We're all safe.
I'll also say that the CGI for Trigon could have been better. It was a little stiff. It wasn't terrible, but it's a step above like 90s Mortal Kombat movie or early 2000, whatever year that was. I don't even remember now. A step above that, but not quite like the level that you're seeing in some video game cutscenes. So it could have definitely been stronger. Let's see. Is there anything else non-spoiler I want to talk about? We got our introduction to Bruce Wayne here. Not what I expected. I actually like the actor a lot, but a little older. Interesting choice there.
We'll there because I didn't see him on Game of Thrones. So for me, it's like Alfred.
Yeah. How much of Game of Thrones did you actually watch?
I have season 1 and 2.
Okay. He does come in a little bit later. I don't remember exactly where, but it is a little bit later. So
you could see him in a Batman suit then.
Because of his role on Game of Thrones, I could, because he's a warrior.
Okay.
And he's pretty good with the sword actually. But yeah, I'll go into that when we get into the spoiler stuff. But yeah, that's my general thoughts. I didn't think it was a bad episode. It was just misplaced severely, in my opinion. Not a great opener to a season.
Definitely. It didn't feel like to me, it felt like this should have been last year. I would have taken the hit and had this been a 12 episode season and let that go over to season 1 and just end it. I will say this, it would have been a perfect ending for season 1 where they ended this episode. That would have been perfect. It's like, oh my God, what's next? They're where they are. What is Dick going to do next?
Yeah, exactly. I could have even there were several points in this episode where I was like, oh, it's over. And then I looked at the time counter. I'm like, oh, there's half an hour left. Oh, there's 40 minutes left. There's like several places you could cut this that I think at any point in the show past that like half hour mark, you could have made that the end and then carried on from here. So, I mean, it was just cut really weird with that. And like I said,
one thing that, and I was told this during in my non-spoiler reviews in the comments, that they did reshoot a lot of the scenes from the episode. So really, some of it's old, some of it's new. And I think that's another reason why it's like a little jumbled, because some scenes they kept from last year, some scenes they didn't keep. They reshot them, and some scenes they added, obviously.
Yeah. And Lisa brought up a point, and I don't remember, honestly. So if anybody knows in the comments, let us know. But one of the possible reasons is they didn't have everybody cast yet, so they couldn't quite do some of those, maybe. Which I understand, but at the same time, it's like, man, I would have waited.
Alternatively, though, I did like the casting for Deathstroke.
Yeah, it surprised me how well that worked. I know the actor from other things, and when I heard the casting, I'm like, yeah, I'm not sure how that's going to fit, but it totally worked in this. So
yeah, so I was happy with that. Batman threw me off, but Deathstroke definitely held me on. And we'll talk about that with the when we get into spoilers. So Chris looking fresh with that new haircut. Thank you, Jesse. I appreciate that. 1 year. I grew my hair long for 1 year, and now I finally was able to cut it. So there's no more stuff that comes out to here. I love it. I'm so happy. You have no idea. Look at that. Nothing.
Yeah. Nothing. You were constantly doing this.
I was constantly pushing it back, and now I don't have to worry. I don't have to wear a hat. You get to see my look at the shine. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. True story. I've grown older, so I have a receding hairline, but literally this used to be my head anyway. So I've always had this. So I've always had like that shiny head.
Yeah.
So it's
I've always
fine.
had a big forehead too.
I am a jewel.
Okay.
That's what Tevye said. I'm just relaying it. So let's go back real quick.
Hands are small, I know, but they're not yours. They are my own.
My hands are extra large. Anybody gets these hands. These hands. By the way, I know we're detracting again, but I was in a local store, Marshall's today, and they had like the old wrestling, like new wrestling figures, but made the old way.
Yeah.
And they had Braun Strowman. I was this close to getting it.
I would have got it, like the giant rubber ones, or
no, it was like this big. It was like
those. Yeah, I got you.
He was like this though.
Yeah,
but it was like, I loved it. They had Jeff Hardy versus Edge as well. I was so tempted, but I'm like, gotta be good. I can't do it.
Just another little sidetrack for anybody that's familiar with the Young Bucks. I've been watching Being the Elite. I've been binging it. I've watched 45 episodes in the past 2 days. Wow. Just saying.
Let's look at this man. He is dedicated.
I'm dedicated. But
little bit of the bubbly.
Yeah. A little bit of the bubbly.
In
my palatial estate.
Did you see? They made a shirt of that on Pro Wrestling Tees. It sold the best in their entire history. Number one.
That's crazy.
I actually want the shirt now. Just because. It's a little bit of the bubbly.
Chris Jericho, man.
I love. There's nothing this man does not get memed or does not become something. The List, this, before that, it was never ever, and that was back in WCW. That started. There was
there
was so many things. Chris Jericho's just talented like that, and his new music video just dropped.
Oh yeah. Cool.
I didn't get to watch it yet, but it looks really good. But
greatest. Yeah.
Oh yes, I agree. I love Chris Jericho. We might talk AEW when it comes out on TNT. So keep an eye on that. If not Chris and Brant show, maybe we'll do special 1, 2, 3 every now and again. You never know, or it could be right here. We don't know
what we're gonna do. We'll do whatever we want because that's what we do.
We didn't even know we were doing this until last night when we talked about it.
That's true. This episode wasn't supposed to happen for like a couple more weeks.
Yeah, it wasn't. And now Sweet better get his butt here because he's been asking about it too.
That's right. Well, we didn't tell him.
I hope you watch it, Sweet. But anyway, retracting now into, this wasn't my cup of tea, says Serenity. It was too goofy, campy, like a Marvel movie. Ooh, that's.
Yeah, okay. See, we disagree. I love Marvel movies, but go ahead.
And writing some of the dialogue was whack. Disagree. Was the worst episode of the series so far to me, and that's understandable. Yeah, sorry, it was continued.
Oh, okay.
The humor was forced to me and not needed. Let's finish. Let me finish the comment. It's fine as a drama, and I agree with Brant. This felt like a season finale, which it was filmed as originally, than a season opener.
Yeah, I thought they had moved it for some reason, but I don't know what the reason was.
Yeah, I don't feel like the humor was forced. The way Bruce delivered his lines was a little much. And again, Jason Todd is kind of like Damien. I don't know if you agree, Brant, but Jason Todd, when he first came out, I was like, oh God, this kid's going to be one of those characters that every time you see him, you just freaking get your eyeball out. But he grew on me when the season premiere hit, I was like, I kind of feel bad that I know this kid's gonna get killed with a crowbar and then brought back to life again and become Red Hood.
I mean, he's more like an annoying little brother as he should be. And this was like, if that hadn't happened, then that's kind of what you're getting here. The relationship with him and Dick is something that we probably would have seen if he had stuck around a little bit longer. So
right. And then he also added later on, I'm sorry, I'm going through all the comments, everyone. I like the new budget, though. I didn't dig the episode. It looked gorgeous, and most of the acting was on point. I'm just ready to move on to the main plot and forget this episode. As most of us probably would have been better last year. We would have had a year to kind of digest that episode and move forward. And I don't get why They did that with Trigon. Yeah, we were talking about that. If you've seen Swamp Thing, which I did, you know they can do great creature makeup. I was very surprised at how they did Trigon compared to Swamp Thing.
Yeah, I didn't see Swamp Thing, but yeah.
Swamp Thing was mainly it was like the original where it's a man in a suit. But the CGI when he was doing like the trees or whenever like the green was interfering was spot on.
Yeah. Gotcha.
And there's a lot of Serenity comments. We'll be here for a bit. I think the actor would have been better as Ra's al Ghul, he said, for Batman. I'm going to give it. Go ahead.
Yeah. I was just going to say, I could see that. I could see him as Ra's. That would work too. But as an older Bruce, if that's what they're going for, I mean, it makes sense. He played a character. Do we want to do the spoiler thing or not? I don't know.
In 2 seconds, I'll definitely.
He played a character named Jorah on Game of Thrones for anybody that has seen it.
It's not a spoiler for anybody for this particular thing. So
No, I was just saying in general. For anybody that knows Daenerys Targaryen, Khaleesi, whatever you want to call her, he was kind of her right-hand man, and he was kind of her protector and one of her guards and confidants and all that, and he was in love with her too. But he was a warrior. He was a strong character that had a kind of an epic ending for his character in the show. So I like the actor quite a bit, and I think he could definitely be a Bruce Wayne if he was younger. So if if they're going that older route, I don't mind it personally.
Jesse, call the wrestling show Walls of Jericho. I mean, if we wanted to get copyright hit, the copyright hit, yeah, sure. I mean, and Tevye is asking a bunch of questions. If it's not involving Titans, we're not answering that. And a few of the questions you asked already, we answered, and then a few other comments.
I will answer this one real quick.
Okay, which one?
That one.
It.
Any opinion on Young Justice season 3? I have not finished it yet.
Yep.
Oh, sorry. I just wanted to put it out there because I haven't finished it yet. I have been watching it slowly recently. So when I finish it, Tevye, I will let you know what my thoughts are on it.
And then Tevye asked about Deathstroke, and I literally just talked about that, so I'm not going to answer that again. But in lieu of that, I will bring up the spoiler alert, because at this point onward, we are going to be recapping and talking about the episode. Not bit by bit, not minute by minute, but we're going to be recapping it from beginning to end and talking about the things we liked, things we didn't like, and then tell you to watch the episode if you'd like a complete descriptive layout of everything that happened.
Yeah.
We ain't doing that here. We're going to have fun. This is F is for friends who do stuff together. U is for me and Brant.
Oh, you're talking about us.
You and me. Yeah. N is for anywhere and anytime at all, and that's why it's here on the Chris and Brad Show. So,
speaking of AEW, we're like Trent Beretta and Chuck Taylor.
Yeah, a little bit.
Friends.
We are. So, episode kicks off right where the finale. Oh, thank you, Brant. The finale left off with Dick being possessed and Raven and Beast Boy now running away in the house for 30 minutes of the episode.
Yeah, like literally. It was like 28, 29 minutes. Yeah, for sure.
It was insane. But don't worry, it wasn't just that. We also have Hawk and Dove, who were reached out to at the end of the last season as well, who go to the Wayne Manor, find Jason, and we find out there's a second tracking device on Dick. We don't want to know where it is, apparently. But it's there, and he knows where Dick is, so they all show up. Yeah. And one thing that I kind of was a little lost with, that threw me off a little bit, was obviously they were Titans before, and the world knew about it because there were a lot of references dropped in the beginning of the episode. One thing that was bugging me a little bit was there was never a mention at all that the Titans were reforming. But Jason, in several occasions, was like, hey, I'm in the Titans now. And it's like, but it's clear that they separated. And we didn't know why until towards the end of the episode, but it was clear they were separated and this wasn't a reunion. You know,
I just saw it as him wanting that to happen and him kind of pushing that to happen. But the weird thing is that he wasn't even going to be part of it until Bruce said, "Hey, you got to take him too," which is basically what he said.
Was that really the favor?
That's the impression I got of it.
I thought it was.
He never really said.
Yeah, I think it was either that, or it was something else that we won't know until the season further along.
That's possible. I just thought the way it transitioned, because he says that, and then you hear Todd's voice as the first thing as they're driving. I just kind of made that connection. I thought that's what it was, but you're right. It could be something else. So we'll see.
Okay. Sorry, my thing clicked. Sorry.
I heard it too.
In a second, if it pops up again, I will mute it. So they get together, and this is the part that kind of threw me a little bit off also was, okay, they get invited in because Trigon sees them. So they get pulled in. And at first you think they got pulled in without a problem. But what happened was each and every one of them ended up, I'm going to mute that in a second when I'm done talking, because then I'll let you take over for a minute. Each and every one of them got brought in, and each and every one of them had what happened to Dick. But what took an entire episode to happen to Dick only took about 5 or 6 minutes for each character. So each one was kind of living their deepest, darkest inner feelings, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
And I liked the only one that was kind of a little off from me was Starfire. It's like, okay, so her darkest moment would be killing Raven.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the one that I liked the least as well. It was the least personal. It was the quickest. It was most rushed, and it's like the whole thing was giving into their dark urges so they could be taken over by Trigon and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, hers was just like, sorry, Rachel. It's like, what the heck? You didn't even try to fight it. Nothing.
Could you explain Hawk and Dove? Because theirs was obviously joint. Theirs was together because there was only one for both of them. What was that about?
I mean, I guess their darkest point was when they were getting high and wasted and stuff.
Oh, so it's not that they wish they were doing that again. It was just that was their darkest moment.
I think it was like I think the theme they were going for was the easiest way to solve this is to give into your basest, darkest feelings, right? So their easiest way to deal with things was to just start taking drugs and kind of wash it away. Whereas Dick's was to kill Batman, and Donna's was to kill her father's killer, and apparently Starfire's is just to kill whatever's in front of her.
Donna's was the deepest. I like Donna's because it brought her back to her past, where if she was to confront the guy that killed her father, whereas you see Donna Troy as the compassionate, I know what you did is wrong. I wouldn't, I'm going to do the right thing. She just threw him out the window and said, F you, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Without cursing. She didn't curse. There is cursing in the episode.
Mostly from Jason.
Mostly from Jason, yeah. Actually. A little bit from Dick, but when he's possessed.
Yeah.
But Donna's was the deepest. And then I like how Jason's kind of piggybacked off of Dick's, though. It literally went right back into Dick's scene and then basically had Jason kill Dick. So that's Jason's deepest urge is to we all know that Jason wants to be better than Dick. We know this. I mean, you can feel it. But
we also know that he does have the dark side, and to see him holding a gun, it was just that. I thought that was. I don't want to say it was a cool moment because he's holding a gun, but it
was a very Red Hood moment.
Yeah, it was fitting for his character and where he goes, at least in the comic books, and it was like, okay, you can see that. You could see him going there. Is what I'm trying to say.
Mm-hmm, definitely. I do want to mention this, take a moment out of the episode to say that if you are looking for any Superboy scenes, and I had a feeling this was going to happen, there was no Superboy scenes, which again was, I think, a mistake on the Titans' part. I think if they weren't going to show Superboy in this episode at all, even if it was like, I even waited till the after credit scene to see if they'd put a snippet in just to have him in the episode. I would have just not put that in the season finale after credits. And I would have put it in the premiere's after credits. I think it would have been more impactful. I think it would have given us more, because everybody who watched the season finale is like, okay, Connor, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah, Connor. Not in this episode.
Yeah.
Not in the premiere. Sorry.
No.
Not even a second. Not even 1 minute did they give to the actor.
Exactly. And that's a problem. But let's talk about how they wrap this up.
Oh, so, please go right ahead.
Yeah.
I love you too.
So Beast Boy gets to Rachel because Rachel's we get to see her get the crystal in her forehead, right? So that was cool because I was wondering how they were going to play that out. So I did actually like that Trigon rips her heart out and turns it into that crystal. Yeah, it becomes the jewel and puts it in her head. So I thought that was cool. And then Beast Boy's the one that pulls her back out of Trigon's grasp, and then she manages to pull Dick out a little too easy for my liking. But anyway, she gets Dick on her side, and then they don't bother turning any of the rest of them. It's fine. Rachel or Raven, whatever you want to call her, just walks outside and is like, "I got this," and just like,
oh, she turned. Oh yeah, the way she rescued Dick though harkens back to the premiere.
Yeah, no, I know, and I do appreciate that. I just thought it was too quick because they spent so much time on the build up to that point that this ending felt very truncated. So it was just like, I don't think you really want me to die, so here, catch me. I mean, that's basically what it was, and I get it. I get the feeling behind it, what they were going for. I just didn't feel like they delivered it properly enough for me.
How Dick cared about saving Raven or not letting anyone die, kind of deal. Yeah. Plus, it was kind of a mix.
Yeah. Plus, she fell for like 30 minutes before he decided to. Okay, I'm gonna jump down there and catch her. She was almost to the ground. I don't even know how I got down there, but
he did. And I think that the way they cut it was a little bit raw, that it looked like she was all the way down, but she really wasn't.
Right. So. Yeah, I get it. I'm nitpicking.
This is what the show's about, is nitpicking and everything.
Yeah, so I'm nitpicking. I get what they're going for. It just didn't quite deliver for me. But so yeah, that was kind of cool when he turned to a snake.
He's able to do more now.
Yeah. So she just walks out there and is like, Daddy, I got this, and puts her arms out and the stuff and he starts disintegrating. It's like,
that's
really?
it.
That's it? That's all?
It was like, when you have those dreams and you're dreaming about something and it just ends like that quick. Literally, he walked off the porch, snapped her mom's neck, took about 5 steps, and Raven's like, you know what, Dad? Nah.
Right. And then he's like, huh? What? What the heck? That made no sense. It made no sense, and it was way too sudden, way too fast. And it's like, and again, that should have been the end of last season because that was the end of that arc. So going forward from there, you get the introduction to Deathstroke. You get the Titans wrapping up and saying,
back, bitches!
Yeah, we're back, but no, we got our own things to do, so we're gonna go do this. Oh no, this isn't right for me, so I'm gonna go do this, and we're gonna go do that. And it's like, this is supposed to be a season opener with all the Titans going. Sure, okay.
It felt like a finale.
Yeah. So that was my main problem with it. The Deathstroke stuff, though, I loved. He's like in some cabin in the middle of the woods, and he catches a broadcast where they say the Titans are back, and he's like, and then going down like that. I'm getting back in the business, baby. So it's like, okay. That made me excited for this arc. That made me excited to see Deathstroke square off against the Titans. I will say that. I thought he looked good in the role as S.A. Morales. Yeah, no, Dad. I know you want me to rule the world with you, but I can't because of stuff. Huh? Was that supposed to? That's hilarious. Yeah, exactly.
That was how it ended.
Yeah. So, but I don't know, man. What did you think about the Deathstroke stuff?
I loved it. Every moment of the Deathstroke stuff. I like that, Jason ran his mouth too quick. The Titans weren't back, but in the commercial there was an incident, obviously with Trigon, that ended way too quick. And literally the reporters were out there reporting it. I mean, and he just pops out of nowhere and he's the new Robin, and Robin's like, the Titans are back. So I guess the Titan separation there must be a background reason we'll learn later. I guess they separated, and Deathstroke said as long as the Titans aren't reformed, he'll retire, maybe.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Yeah, and that that's fine, and I can't wait to see what happens with that. And I get like they're graduating to a new class, kind of, but at the same time, Starfire just got there, and now she's gone. She's still my least favorite. I
think Donna will make her your favorite because she's going to be teaming up with Donna Troy for a bit.
Yeah, I hope so, because I just don't like this version of Starfire yet. There's just nothing there for me to grab onto.
I don't think she has anything memory wise yet. Really,
yeah,
she doesn't.
Right. So we'll see. Hopefully they develop the character a little bit more, and I care about her more. Right now it's just like, okay, good. She's off doing that, and we'll focus on the team.
They're really thinking about it. Donna didn't have that much character development.
No.
Starfire, nothing. Hawk and Dove literally were there just to get possessed, to beat up Beast Boy, and then unpossessed, and like, let's not do this for a while again.
Yeah. The good thing about Hawk and Dove, though, they gave us a lot of their character moments last season. And Beast Boy, the same thing. We got to see the whole Doom Patrol episode and everything. So we got a lot of them. Starfire, I guess, like you said, she's a mystery. But Donna Troy, we should have gotten a little bit more from the time she was introduced to now. Hopefully they'll build on that going forward as well. The scene with Dick and Bruce, again, he's a little older than we imagine. I think a lot of people thought it was Alfred when he walked out, especially people that don't know the actor. With me, it was like, as soon as I saw him, I was like, oh, that's Batman. Okay. Just because I knew the actor. It was, I don't know, the buildup of Dick's tension with him last season, just to be resolved that quickly as soon as he sees him. I need to apologize to you, Bruce.
I was blaming you all those years, and then I saw what was in my soul, and it was me. You were protecting me from me. I love you, Bruce.
Yeah, I think there should have been a little bit more tension there. There should have been a little bit more conflict between the two, and kind of have to talk it out, or have to take some time to get to that point or something.
Yeah, I feel like his Batman, in reality, Batman wouldn't have been as, like, I feel like, if you remember last season, he locked Dick out of everything. Remember when he put the code in and the code was wrong, but Jason had the code?
Right.
So he cut Dick off of everything, but then he comes back and it's like, my son. It's like, you locked me out, Dad. No, son.
Right. Yeah. It was just too easy. And let's see, what else? Let me ask you this. When they got to the Titans Tower and they're inside and they're looking around, all right, that was fine. That was cool. You got the little flashback of the original team, all that, and the suits and everything. And then they're standing in front of the window and they're looking out, and it starts panning out.
I was expecting the T on the
Yes, that's what I was going to ask. Yeah, you're like, oh, here's the T, and then you pan out and it's just a regular skyscraper, and you're like,
even the windows look like they were in the T. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, it had the little cutout. So it's like, why even give us that shot, that pan out shot, that dramatic buildup, if you're not going to show us the T? And
they go back to Los Angeles, by the way, everyone. Bruce,
San Francisco.
Bruce gives them back their headquarters, and on a condition. And Brant and I are surmising that it's that Jason tag along. I think it might be that, Brant. It makes sense to be that, but it might be something different. We don't know for sure.
Right.
But yeah, that was a letdown. It's like, obviously the Titans existed already. The Titan Tower definitely could have been there. Definitely could have been there.
I agree. Get over there.
I saw it. I was going to let you click.
Disappointed. I was waiting to see the T. I was trying to see in the middle of the building had a T. Yeah. I was doing the same thing. I was like,
me too. I paused it and I was like,
yeah. Where's the T? Give us something.
Give me something. I don't care if there's a building with the letter T on it. Give me something.
Yeah, something, anything. But no, nothing. They played us a little bit with that.
But again, for a finale, though, that would have been the perfect way to end the season.
Yeah.
They're in Los Angeles. Oh, my God. They're going to come back, Yeah.
It's
like the Return of the Titans. That was funny. That was me, too. Exactly. Exactly. You're like, give me something. Give me anything. Don't just give me Los Angeles.
San Francisco. But yeah. It was the Golden Gate Bridge.
Oh
so
God!
San Francisco.
Why is it Los Angeles, San Francisco?
They even made a reference to it. They're like, "Surely you know where we're going. This bridge has been in all kinds of movies and shows." It's like, what kind of line was that? But okay, sure. Yeah. Anyway, it would have worked so much better as a finale. Again, though, the Deathstroke stuff has me intrigued. It has me excited. I want to see that play out. And I want to see what happens with Connor because we got nothing of that here. Hopefully, we get both of those things in this season, at least some of it, you know.
But I will say this for all of our nitpicks, and I'll ask you your rating after mine. 3.5, first of all. I think it was a really good episode. It would have been better as a finale. We didn't get anything with Connor, but I enjoyed it. I did not enjoy it. Things resolved quickly, yes, but it was still an enjoyment to see the characters evolve a little bit, even though it should have happened this time last year, you know?
Yeah. I agree. Same rating for me as well.
Oh, really? Okay, cool.
Yeah, I think so. And I do enjoy it. I mean, when this show first started, I was like really iffy until, for me, it was episode, what was it, 4? I think, the Hawk and Dove episode, whichever episode that was. And I know we feel a little bit differently about that one, I think. But I loved the Hawk and Dove episode.
I loved it. Yeah, you didn't like it as much.
No, I did love it. That's the episode that turned it around for me.
I put a
you also put an E in Titans.
Titans.
But yeah, that was the episode that turned the show around for me. But now I care about the characters, and I think they gave me enough here to keep me invested, at least for now.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, so I did enjoy it. It just was misplaced. Mostly that was my problem. The rush ending with Trigon and the misplacing of the episode itself.
Oh, here we go. Heard a rumor Wally West was cast for this season. Never got a confirmation if that was who the actor was playing, but based on what he looks like, everyone was going with Wally West.
Okay. Well, if that comes to fruition, that would be cool.
Honestly, but here's the thing. I love Young Justice. I do. But that's Young Justice, which is a version of Titans, really.
Yeah.
I don't want that for Titans. I don't want Titans to become a live action version of Young Justice, because then why are you calling it Titans? You could have just called it Young Justice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want a carbon copy live action of that. I want if this is Titans, it's Titans. I don't mind if they're throwing Superboy into the mix. Obviously, it's good to have a super character in your team, but don't go the route of Young Justice, because then you might as well just change the title.
Yeah. Plus, it's not Teen Titans either. It's not like Jeff Johns' Teen Titans, and I think this is its own thing, and I think they've got Flash wrapped up in the Arrowverse, right? So they don't need to necessarily go there. Right. And if they did, I would actually rather see them go Bart, because that's somebody we have not seen on the Flash show. We've seen Wally, we've seen a version of Wally, we've seen Barry, we've seen Jay, we haven't seen Bart. So Impulse, put Impulse on if you're going to.
Impulse would be cool. Yes, Bart. We have never seen a Bart. Yeah, he has to have big feet. Must have big feet.
Big feet.
Almost. I mean, I never liked his art, but for Impulse, loved it every issue I've read so far.
Yeah. So, yeah, we'll see. But it's definitely not a bad episode, and I do recommend it if you liked any of last season. Just know that, just go into it expecting this, like, view this like it's the last episode of last season. You'll be fine. Yeah,
that's the mindset you definitely have to have, is that think about last season, don't think about this season, but be pumped for this season, which is what I am.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Smallville did they show Bart, or was that really Barry and he used all those names?
I don't remember.
No, he's right. Serenity, you're right. It was Bart.
Yeah, I thought it was Bart.
From the future.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So we have seen that.
Yeah, that's true.
But like currently we're seeing all the others, and we don't have a Bart. So let's go Bart.
Yeah, absolutely. I would be okay with that. I just don't want them to go Young Justice. I don't
Yeah.
want all the characters on Young Justice on this show as a team. I mean, it's already different because of Hawk and Dove, but it's Titans. Make it Titans. I understand you want to throw some characters from Young Justice in, Superboy. Maybe you'll want to throw in a Flash character, which is fine also. Impulse would be great. But I want it to be Titans. You know what I mean? First of all, we're gonna get Judas contract. You know that's coming, right? With Deathstroke back, and there was that one trailer scene where Dove was telling Dick to be Batman. I think that's where he's gonna be like, "No, I'm gonna be better," and then he brings out the Nightwing costume. That would be sick.
That would be cool. I hope we do see that. If they do the Judas contract, who do you think it's gonna be?
I don't think they did. They cast a Tara? No, they didn't. And the season recording is over. So, it could still be Jericho or Rose. Rose not in Judas contract. She could be the traitor.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering, if they were going to go the Rose route instead of Tara.
I think they might.
Yeah, I think that would work better in this particular universe that they built, because it's more. It's even though they have some superpowers here, it's not like overboard on the superpowers like the Terra stuff. But that's
I think Ravager. I think it'll work better also because remember, Beast Boy. We'll get to your comments, Serenity, which is they had Rose training with Dick as well, so Rose would be Tara, which
right.
But if you remember, Beast Boy loved Tara, so there was that other part. But in this series, Beast Boy is clearly fiending over Raven. So I don't think they would throw Tara in right now.
Yeah, which I think is a nice nod to the Teen Titans cartoon, Beast Boy and Raven. I like that.
I could see them together.
Yeah,
I would be very happy if they had a
relationship, or connection, whatever. Yeah, totally. I would too.
Dick, I feel like Dick has been with a lot of girls. I feel like he was with Donna. He definitely was with Dove for a time. We all know what he did with Starfire last season. So, I don't know.
You got to introduce Oracle.
I would be okay with Oracle or Batgirl, even Batgirl.
Mm-hmm.
Are there issues? You heard that?
We have some giggling in the background or something.
No, it's not giggling. The big dog is trying to lay down next to Cindy, and she's watching the tablet. She's watching Netflix, and the big dog is like, "But attention me."
Oh, okay.
And she's not attentioning her. Okay, but I love this episode. I'm really looking forward to the rest of season 2. But again, I would say if you didn't enjoy this episode, Serenity, I know you didn't. Tevye, I've seen you comment on almost everybody's video that you felt this was just okay. I would definitely strongly recommend checking out episode 2 because I feel like that is going to feel more like a season premiere, even though it isn't really. I feel like it's going to feel more like the next season.
It's definitely, it's definitely kicking off the next arc.
Mm-hmm. And we'll get Connor finally.
Hopefully, yeah.
Hopefully, that's another one, yeah.
Yeah. So definitely stick with it.
Our girl Huntress. Well, Tarantula, I don't think he was dating. I think she just raped him, right? Wasn't that Tarantula? Wasn't it?
I don't remember.
And a few normies. No, he did. Nightwing was forced. Or was that? Was it Red Robin or was it Nightwing?
I don't remember. Yeah.
I don't remember. It was New 52 right before New 52, though.
It wouldn't have been Tim then.
Yes. Tarantula did rape him.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. I'm not keeping that up too long.
Yeah, please. Yeah, well, I mean, with these characters that have been around for decades, they're going to end up dating a lot of people because you got to do something new with them all the time.
That's true. But I mean, I feel like if they would have married, because there was an engagement between Corey and Dick, I feel like if they would have ended up getting married, I feel like that would have stood the course of time.
Maybe.
But
possibly.
Everybody always sees him with Barbara, though, and I could see that. I really can. I truly can. If anything, if they brought Barbara in, that wouldn't be too bad. Yeah,
I agree. Yeah, Barbara in any capacity would be fine.
I agree, but they're doing Birds of Prey, I think, soon, no?
Yeah, they are. with the I think they are. At least there was talk of it. I'm not sure if it's confirmed or not. I don't remember.
Either way, I mean something. So I'm very happy with what I saw. I'm happy Titans are back. This is the first show that actually got this feels like it's going to be an every year thing because people are enjoying it. Where everybody does have their nitpicks, and I can understand that. I could see the show getting picked up for a season 3, unless from next episode onward, it literally just spirals down to the garbage. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. Exactly. No, I agree.
So, that's what we had to say on Titans. They almost got married on the wedding day. Raven, I showed it already. Effed up going dark, and Team Dick and Starfire. Oh well, and that was that. So Raven ruined it.
That's one thing we gotta be careful. We gotta read the full comments before we post them.
I love your comments, everybody. I love your comments. Please, if you're gonna say the F word, that's not a problem. Just bleep it out.
Yeah.
So I think we're gonna wrap this up about now. So final thoughts, Brant, before we end this show.
I think I gave them pretty much. Just go in viewing it like it's the season finale of last season. Approach next episode like it's the opener, and despite a few little issues, I think you'll be fine as far as the placement of it goes. Definitely,
I totally agree with that. So with that, I want to thank everybody who is here. Brant, can you get the link? Maybe get that up, and I'm going to change the background at the same time, and not that background because that's the wrong one. I don't want it to collide with. Actually, this one's nice. Got a nice little sun in the background.
Cool. Where is it?
And it's gone. Oh, you switched it to Brant?
Oh, sorry.
Okay, fine. So don't forget.
I have it. Yeah.
Yeah, no worries. No worries. We're back on Comic Frontline. So don't forget to click that subscribe button up top. Above Brant's head, don't forget to click that notification bell because YouTube doesn't notify people sometimes when we go live. And then below that, don't forget to follow our social media. All that's over here for Comic Frontline and all of our other channels. And then Brant's just pointing in random directions at this point. But underneath Brant's also the thumbs up button. Give this video a like. Show YouTube you love it. Show YouTube you love what you see on Comic Frontline. And we'll be back soon. I'm not sure if we'll be doing another episode of the Chris and Brant Show this month. I mean, I'm sure something might come up. We were going to talk about this off air, but I think we probably will do one more episode this month because of the Kickstarter. We definitely will. Yeah. So we will be doing another one. So look forward to that. Sweet man, I know you're watching this post live. I'm sorry you missed it. We will now. We're doing another one. So just be on guard for when we post it up. 2 or 3 weeks from now. Probably 2 weeks, right? I would say 3. Closer to 3, like maybe 2.5. Around after the 17th. It'll be after the 17th. I can't say. So after the 17th, Kickstarter starting on September 17th. Everybody be ready. I'm going to be doing a live stream counting down. And then we're going to be going live on Frontline that night. And then I'm going to be doing live streams every milestone. And then when we hit our goal, I'll be doing another live stream. Brant's going to be on, I hope, most of them. I'm going to be doing it here on YouTube, on my channel, Dark Avenger C86. We're going to be doing Chris and Brant Show here on Frontline. Facebook, if you're not following us on Facebook, there's going to be Facebook live shows. We are going to be Celestial Falconing up the entire end of September, beginning of October, because we're going all the way to October 8th. So there's a lot of time. There's a lot of time to get in on the awesome Kickstarter. There's a lot of awesome stretch goals. There's a lot of awesome stuff. Wait till you see the variants. I'm excited. Oh, what was it? A lot of awesome tiers. We've got a lot of really awesome rewards on a lot of really cool tiers. So stay tuned. Thank you all so much for being here. We love all of you. We will see you all back here again on Tuesday, 10 p.m. Eastern for Frontline Live. You can check out all of our awesome stuff. Brant has Monday Musings. There's Comic Frontline right there. And you can come over to my channel, Dark Avenger C86. Chris DeBoudwell, or just go to shootingstaruniverse.com. You'll find everything, including this episode, right over there. I've got to start making posts. Remember, it's been a busy week. It was Tommy's first week of school. So bye, everybody. Have a great weekend. Yes. Thank you for tuning in. Yes. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. We don't have an outro song, so we're waving goodbye. No. We're just saying bye. Bye-bye.